So before I begin this review, I have to say I have a special shout out for the developers of the game for actually offering me the review code for this. So thank you for the developers, because otherwise this review would not actually be coming to you. And what is this game, you might be wondering? Well, it's a Smash Bros type dealio. Let's check it out, shall we? Dynasty Feud is a 2D multiplayer platform brawler title, much in a similar vein to the likes of Super Smash Bros. Or Brawlhalla, in which you are able to select one of 40 unique fighters to play as in combat. What differentiates this from the likes of Smash or Brawlhalla, however, is the method of defeating your foes. In those games, the goal is to effectively knock the other players out of the stage. Here things are a little bit more straightforward, simply hit the other player to win. In fact, the vast majority of the players in this game will die in one hit, with some exceptions here and there that takes about 2 hits instead, making this game a lot more tense than you would initially expect, and creates a lot of room for strategy. Simply put, learning the character's abilities and where you should position each character for an attack is the key to succeeding in this title. The game itself is easy enough to simply pick up and play, however, but I personally feel this is one of those titles that's easy to play, but can be pretty damn hard to master, as you will need to get a handle of all the controls and all the characters' abilities before you will likely find yourself having a blast. In fact, my initial impressions of the game were a resounding meh. And as I played more and more, I started to get a handle of how the characters move and where I should position for attacks, resulting in my enjoyment increasing significantly. Each of the 40 playable characters all belong to a specific faction. Depending on which faction you are in, you will be able to access various abilities that can either help you or simply annoy the other players. These come in the forms of the supers, which charges as you fight, allowing you to unleash a devastating attack that, while can be dodged, will highly likely hit someone, as well as annoy abilities. Annoy abilities are designed specifically to, well, annoy the other players, and can be accessed while you are dead or waiting for your character to spawn. These will usually create visual effects to distort the battlefield, making it harder for the other players to hit each other and avoid stage hazards, or to simply do annoying things such as reversing controls for players temporarily. I myself am not fond of these annoy abilities, as they are, well, obviously annoying, but I like their addition nonetheless, as it allows the defeated players to have something to do while they're waiting for a match to end. If you are a solo player, however, this game is not for you, as it is strictly online only experience, with the exception of the training mode of course to get a handle on things. Not only that, but the game as it stands at the time of writing is pretty prone to a few bugs that happen pretty consistently, which range from literally game breaking to minor annoyances. By far the most egregious bug that I've found myself replicating surprisingly often is whenever I utilize the pirate faction's super ability, and I found this caused around 70% of the time to desync the game from the other players, freezing the match in its entirety, which truth be told is extremely frustrating, forcing me to load up a brand new game lobby before I'm able to play again. In fact, desync issues can occur pretty randomly, and I noticed this occur mostly with 3 or more players in a single game. I'm not sure if the player connections are to blame or if the netcode is a little buggy, but it is an issue I've come across from time to time. Usually, things work out when I make a new lobby, but it's still an annoying issue that I hope gets patched in soon. Each of the game's stages are well designed and offer a neat amount of variety, with even some of the stages offering minor destructive environments such as the bank in the Wild West train stage, and other hazards like the lava eyes in the Skull Island level. I have to say as well that I love the overall art style of this title, especially in regards to some of the character designs, and the game's soundtrack is pretty top too. And while I don't usually find myself humming to a lot of the music, excluding the pretty damn dope title screen, it's all great fun to listen to. Ultimately, Dynasty Feud is a pretty fun time through and through, and after I got past the initial hurdle of understanding game mechanics after the first hour or so, I really started having fun with the game, especially with friends. Now, there are a lot of bugs and quirks to the game which actually do bring the experience down, and I really do hope they get sorted out, especially the desynchronization issues that happens when you play in online multiplayer all the time. But apart from that, it's a solid title. Just don't expect to want to pick it up if you want to play single player, because obviously there's no single player in this game. That means if you want to play alone, well, it's gonna be a little bit awkward, you know. So if you want, it's only a multiplayer experience, which is a bit of a downside in and of itself. But overall, I recommend the game. It's pretty damn fun, and not much more I can really say about it. So with that, that is it for the review. So thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't be sheepish. And I'll catch you all again. Bye-bye.